Okay, well, hello
Okay.
everyone who is joining us live and watching a recording later. We are here for our meet and greet with Elena. It's a little dark. She's in Bangkok. And
Yeah.
we thank her for joining us at this late hour. It's early
Thank you
here.
for having me. I'm excited to be here. So maybe you guys have some questions that you want to ask, so I can kind of
Mm.
answer those rather than just talk because I don't really know
Yeah,
what.
absolutely. I think we should start just by introducing ourselves, and um, my name is Irina Devi, and those of you who know me you've been with me for a while, you know me. Of you who don't, I run programs for women, um, yeah, and also co-ed programs in all parts, different parts of the world. I organize retreats and transformational experiences, really to help people elevate their consciousness and drop into their heart center, discover who they are as spiritual being and human being walking this earth plane in this lifetime. And so I am here joining with Elena, who's going to be my co-facilitator and organizer for India Divine Immersion Journey in February that you all are interested in. So I'm going to hand it over to her to introduce herself and tell us a little about what she does and who she is, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, so my name is Elena. I go by Nina now. I changed my name, but I'm a yoga instructor, meditation instructor, and a yoga philosophy teacher. And I've been living in India for the past 10 years, offering yoga retreats and immersions, very much in the same path of what Irina is doing. That's how we found each other, helping people connect to themselves and actually really coming out of the shell and making the best of this incarnation on the planet this time around. So the retreats that I've been offering, I have been doing with another yogi from Rishikesh, and he's actually from there, and he's also been offering retreats for a while. So the two of us are creating these immersions in the heart of India because maybe you know this already, but Rishikesh is the world's capital of yoga. So it really offers opportunities to drop in also because of the environment. So as soon as you come there, you see that you cannot escape the vibe of this inner search and inner peace, because it's so chaotic out that if you don't have this connection with yourself, it becomes very complicated to manage life there. So just by being there with the mountains, the Himalayas and the sacred river Ganga, you already are dropping into this environment that asks you to turn inward and find a deeper version of yourself.
Mm.
So the retreats are offered at an ashram, which is a place of worship. Basically, ashram is a very simple environment that people create to honor their teacher, their guru. And the retreat that we're offering is in one of the oldest ashram in Rishikesh, in a beautiful location, because it's on top of a little hill, so you're away from traffic and sounds and people, but still in the center of town. So all you have to do is come down the stairs, you're in the middle of it all, and then when you come back up, it's like an oasis of peace. And that's it. India, they say when India calls you, you have to answer the call because it's not for everyone. And yet, those who come to India have such a transformative experience, that you can't even actually explain it unless you live it. I went there, I didn't know I was going to stay there 10 years. I just went
Oh,
uh, to do the experience,
oh
in the
wow.
ashram. And then I ended up staying there for so long because it literally calls you and it becomes almost an addiction. Like you cannot not be in that environment. So when you feel the call, they say it's the mother, India as the mother to who calls you and asks you to come and stay with her. And of course, the fact that the Ganga is there, they say that once you step into the Ganga, all your karma is complete and you start fresh again.
Mm,
So
I love that.
part of yeah, part of the
Cleansing,
journey.
sort of like a cleansing and rebirth, right?
Absolutely. So that's why we have the day that we take the bath in the Ganga, which is actually beautiful because it's not the Ganga that you see on the news that it's dirty with body floating. It's not really like that because the source of the Ganga is really close to Rishikesh. So the water comes down and it's crisp and clean and fresh and just beautiful. So what I love about India is that it has an allure, a feeling of its own that you cannot find anywhere else in the
Mhm.
world. There's no other place like that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if you feel the call, I urge you to respond and really make it happen because there's something that you need to discover in the journey if you're being called.
Mm, how beautiful. I love that. Yeah. I definitely know what you're talking about when you speak to this vibe and energy. I
Mhm.
felt it immediately when I landed in India, especially in the Himalayan. I felt
Yeah,
that.
as soon as you get there, I don't know how to explain it because I traveled all over. Also, when I was a flight attendant and in my personal time, and I have never found a place that gives you that embrace that you get once you arrive in India, and particularly Rishikesh because it has the mountains, like I said, and it's the home of all the yogis where yoga started. So the earth, the environment carries that energy from centuries. And even if it's modern times now, the energy is still there, the vibration is still there. So all you have to do is walk that ground to connect to all the yogis and the gurus and the masters that have been there before us.
Hmm. How beautiful. It makes me want to go there now, really, like,
I know,
it's
right?
bringing back such amazing memories, and it really is. You feel that divine energy flowing through you. You really do. It's just so different. It's just different. And I know what you mean when you say you cannot really explain or describe it. It's something
You cannot, yeah,
it's something beyond you, right? It's something that is so unattainable. Like it is beautiful. I definitely know what you
absolutely.
yeah, I know what
And
you mean.
the way that we have set up the retreat, because I have been there for so long and I have done this for so many years, I know now what is worthy of our time and energy because there's so much to see and very little time. So the way that we have created, both myself, you, and the yogi that we're working with is really uh, I want to call it like almost like a little candy of a retreat with all the pretty things and how to get there and when to get there and what is the easiest way to see what we want to see. So all the temples that we have planned are have a meaning. They have a purpose, and we have it set up on certain days when it's an auspicious day to go to a particular
Hmm.
deity, or when we have the visit to the Ganga, why we're going that day, what is the purpose of our visit. the mantra chant, the kirtan, and all that. We have literally made it so, I want to say perfect, and I know that I shouldn't be saying that because I'm the one who made it, but we have created it so organ. Of course, we had mistakes at the beginning when I first started 10 years ago. I wasn't really sure because I didn't know Rishikesh so well. But now that I've been there for so long, I know exactly even where to go shopping, where they're not going to rip you off, or where to go eat so you know that it's clean, or which bathrooms are available and which ones you shouldn't be going to,
And that's
which are
important.
very
That's very important, especially when you travel in India.
it's huge because if you're left at your own uh, by yourself and you don't know, or maybe you don't speak the language. They say everybody speaks English, but it's not true because it's a village, and so a lot of people don't speak English. And if you need to use the bathroom, there are certain bathrooms you definitely don't want to have to go, and some that are doable. So these are little things that I feel we have really mastered, and we're really catering to the Western public because obviously we have different needs than the locals.
Yeah.
So, and the fact that Vimal is from there and he really knows, like when we're going to see the Baba in the cave, this is not an accessible person that you would see in the street. We go because we have um, connections, because we have seen him for many years. But it's really not one of those retreats that you find through Condé Nast or some kind of magazine or on YouTube. It's really something that we have created especially for the group.
Beautiful. Yeah, we really created it. We together we created a
We
wonderful
did, yeah,
itinerary, right?
absolutely.
And I strongly rely on your expertise and knowledge, and I'm able to trust, and I'm not often able to trust organizers because I know not everybody works to the integrity that I work. Yeah, I know that this will be a wonderful experience in my heart. I'm convinced because you guys put so much heart and soul into planning each experience, and we really, Elena and I, we took time to craft each
Yes,
experience and see how it fits a bigger picture of transformation and what we want to offer the participants. Yeah. So, just like I have a couple of questions.
yeah,
So I know, guys, for those of you who are wondering, okay, so what will our offering be? Well, my offering, because India is already a big experience, and normally what I do when I take people to these big places, I provide a container, so that Shiva presence that is there to hold space for all your emotions, expressions, transformations. I'm there to have to gather the community, support. So we are all there going through all this together and holding each other's hand, and you don't feel alone as things do
absolutely.
come up, right? And you want somebody to be there for you and to lean on when you're going through some, you might be going, not everybody is going through intense
Mhm.
experiences, but if you are, then my job is just to be there to hold you, to support you, and make sure that you get the best experience possible for you, for yourself. And for Elena, like, tell us a little bit about what will your offerings be, besides visiting temples. Of course, we will do that all together, but like, what will you be offering?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, it's very important that you said that because it should not be taken lightly, the fact that you're visiting India as opposed to visiting, I don't know, Thailand or Vietnam or Morocco. They all have different energies, and India has a very, very strong energy. So it's important to have a safe space, a safe, like you said, container that when emotions come up, for most people they do, when feelings come up, when things come up, there is a safe spot um, to to go to and to reconnect even deeper to your emotions. So what I will offer, so my expertise is yoga philosophy and Hindu mythology. So that's my field of expertise, and um, this is mainly what I do. So the way we have it set up is we have yoga classes, like physical classes, either with you or with Vimal, who is the local yogi in Rishikesh. And in the afternoon, I think we have philosophy classes of what does it mean to be in a yogic space outside of your mat? What does it mean to actually apply yoga in real life? Can you even apply yoga in your regular life? And how do you do that, and why you should? And we have a couple of sessions on the Bhagavad Gita, which is one of the main Hindu texts that is very old and very modern at the same time, because it holds teachings that help us to navigate life no matter what time of life you're in, and no matter what year you're in. And so I will be in charge of that. So yoga philosophy, um, healing, energetic healing if necessary, and the Bhagavad Gita course together with the sutra, the chakra, everything that has, not everything because the time is limited, but subjects that have to do with yoga beside the physical part of yoga, which will be actually what Vimal will be doing, because he's really known for that, for his yoga classes, for his asana practice. And then you will be doing the rest, right? You will be
Right.
holding the
I'll also
space.
teach some yoga classes. The way we
Yes,
divide it is that we want you guys to experience the masculine, the feminine energy,
absolutely.
different styles, different experiences. Yeah. So you will get a variety of
Yes.
styles and teachings and approaches and all that. Yeah, and I know we getting closer to end of our session. But the last question, maybe Elena, you can tell us a little bit about the ashram experience.
I
Like
was
what,
about to say,
yeah, like
yes,
what to
I was about to say
expect
that.
from ashram because s- some folks might not be familiar what ashram is and what
Absolutely.
they can expect. Yeah.
Yeah, very important to be aware that this is not a hotel. And we decided that we wanted to do it like that because we really wanted to give you the whole yogic experience. So the ashram is literally a place where you go to worship yourself, to be in touch with yourself. So everybody has their own room, which is a very simple room, literally a simple room. There is a bed, a table, and a dresser, and a window with bars because there are monkeys everywhere. So they have bars to avoid the monkeys to come in the room. It's really cute. But it's very simple on purpose, because when we get rid of all the things that we have, literally the things that we hold on, we are forced to tune in. So it can be quite shocking to go from, your own environment at home with all the comforts, and then having to drop that and be in a place where those comforts aren't available. And that's done on purpose to really drop inward and really ask yourself, who am I? What am I doing without all my things, without all my possessions? Who am I? So
Exactly.
there is Wi-Fi, but it's not available in the room. So there is a main center where the Wi-Fi is always available. The meals are served at the ashram. They're vegetarian meals. They're quite delicious. They make them there in the ashram kitchen, and there are big tables, so you share meals like a communal style. And then you will need to wash your plates, which is actually one of those silver plates, divided like the typical Indian plates. and you wash it and bring it back because that is also part of seva, part of the work that you're doing at
Karma,
the
like a
ashram.
karma yoga kind of
Yeah, like a karma yoga. The bathroom is very simple. There is a shower, but most people prefer the Indian experience of the bucket shower, which, if you don't know, basically you put the water in the bucket and then there is a smaller bucket that you use to wash yourself. That's the Indian experience, but you can also use the regular shower.
Okay. So there's a shower, there's hot water,
Yeah, oh
electricity,
yeah, absolutely. There is hot
bed. So
water.
basic necessities are there, right? That's
Absolutely.
okay.
Sheets, towels, blankets, because you will need it. It will be cold in February. I mean, not like New York cold, but cold, because especially in the morning when you wake up early, if you want to
Oh, I
follow
love
the
that.
ashram. Yeah, because the ashram has its own routine. So at 5 o'clock, the ashram starts. If you want to wake up with the bell of the ashram, 5 o'clock is cold. So there is a big change of weather from morning and night and during the day. So during the day, think spring, and during the morning, especially early, and then at night, think cold, like you want to have, a heavy jacket, maybe a hat, and walking shoes. You want to have slippers to use in the bathroom. Usually in India, you use slippers to go to the bathroom, and you don't wear your shoes inside your room.
And the bathroom, yeah, in your rooms, or the bathroom
Yeah,
will
yeah,
become.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, no, no. Everybody has their own room with their own bathroom. It's very simple but very
Okay.
cute. It's like
Okay.
it's very well kept. It has a simple bed with sheets, towels, a pillowcase, blankets, hot water, lights. The lights are on all the time unless there is a power cut, in which case there is a generator, so they start the generator. There is security at the ashram, and at 9:30 they close the gates so no one can come in or out. Of course, there is no smoking, there is no drinking alcohol, and there is no use of drugs. That's it's not possible.
Okay.
You don't want to have
Good.
to deal with
Good.
the police. We don't want to do that. It's very safe. The ashram is super safe because they have also security there. um what else? Like, I actually lived at this ashram, and it's totally doable because I have been in some that I would not want to bring students in. Like, it's not doable. But this one, it's very it's simple but very cute, like very cozy, because you feel like you're in your own forest, in your own part of the Himalayas, because it has these trees and overlooks the
Oh,
Ganga, and they have chants and the incense
oh,
going. Like the
beautiful.
typical, yeah, the typical India experience that you would think of.
Amazing. Amazing. Oh, so
Yeah,
divine. Thank you for sharing that. So
absolutely.
we have a few minutes left, and I want to ask if Alex, you have any questions to ask me or Elena.
Um, I guess in a previous call you went over there were screens, right? I remember we went
Uh-huh.
over, like, okay, so I have to review that. So I'm the kind of person who needs to arrive early. Is there a way that I could come in early before the retreat starts, or
Uh,
like a
so
couple of days?
you can, but I would recommend that you were staying at a nearby place, and you
Okay,
actually join when the retreat is
okay.
happening. So I can give you a location, the name of a location that is close
Mm-hmm.
uh, to the ashram, because there is really not much around there. So you can look at an area called Topovan, which is called Topovan, and they have all sorts of little hotels there,
Okay, that's
and
good
it's
enough.
very close to the ashram. You can just take a tuk tuk. We can send a tuk tuk to pick you up. The tuk tuk we will
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
to go around.
Okay.
So I recommend that you do that. So if you arrive early, then you stay in that area, you kind of acclimatize yourself, and then
Yes.
the day that we start, you come
Okay,
from.
that's good to know that if I'm able to join and I really want to, but there's some things that I have to see how it lays out. But if I'm able to join, I would probably want to find out about the Totovan opportunities, because I would want to come in probably at least 2 or 3 nights earlier, just to, like you said,
Yeah,
acclimatize myself. Yeah.
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 And
And if,
also, I'm sorry
sorry,
to
I want to,
interrupt. Go
if
ahead.
anybody has any questions, you can contact me. Feel free, Irina, to give my WhatsApp number
Ah, okay, okay.
to
No problem.
people and just mention, hey, I am who the person is, and I'm interested in the retreat. So I'm asking you these questions
Hmm.
because, maybe people have questions at the last minute and you are not really sure. They can contact me directly.
Okay,
Absolutely.
that's great to know. And usually we create a group. What I do, I also create a
Yes.
WhatsApp group, and then people just can ask questions there. You will, Elena, be part of it, of course, so that
Absolutely.
we can all communicate and be on the same page. Yeah, and I just want to add, Alex, like what I did when I went to India. Also, like if you want to stay in Delhi a couple of days,
Mm,
you can stay in Delhi and then take a flight to Rishikesh and then stay at the
Radun, yeah.
local place that Elena
Okay.
recommended, right? Like that's a possibility too. Yeah, but like, we want you closer. Uh, Plus the transportation is included if you in the local, right, airport, not
Yes.
in Delhi because that's another
That's too
region.
far. Yeah.
It's too far.
Yeah, absolutely. That's another option. You can stay in Delhi and then catch the flight Delhi to Dehradun, and then the pickup at the airport is included.
Okay.
Yeah, the
And is
Dehradun airport.
this located in the Himalayas?
Yes, it's in the Himalayas. Yes.
Himalayas.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
It,
absolutely. So there
it's
is the
so
Himalayas all
gorgeous.
around. Yeah, and then the Ganga at the bottom, and the source of the Ganga comes from the Himalayas, about maybe 3 hours from there. So it's really a special place.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, ladies. So, Alex, do you have any more questions?
Not for now.
No, not for now. But again, if you think of anything, please let me know, and I can always contact
Of
Elena.
course.
I want to thank you both for joining, and
Thank you for having me.
yes, Elena, you have an amazing night. Please sleep well, and Alex, you have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, everyone.
I'll talk
Nice
to
to
you
see
later
you.
then.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Okay.
Nice to meet
Bye.
you, Nina.
Uh-huh.